I think these guys have a lot of balls, and they'll definitely fight David, not like the ones at 168.
Do you have a prediction for the Bivol versus Beterbiev fight?
We train extremely hard for this fight. Dave, yes.
That's also a good idea. Thank you.
That's a good question.
Yeah, we train super hard for this fight, and every fight we have to look impressive in order to keep getting better and better and better. I think David has a lot to prove still. He's only 27 years old, and we just gotta keep winning impressively, in order to keep fighting the best at 175 and 168.
What's the highest weight class you think David could go? He seems
to be
like
honest with you, I think he could definitely go to heavyweight. That's the plan. And maybe when he's about 30 years old, 31 years old, that's the plan to go to heavyweight. But we're going to keep going to these divisions little by little.
Mr. Benavidez, when you hear your son talk to you about, how you raised him and praise you the way he did, what's that mean to you?
It's very touching. At the end of the day, I didn't know nothing about boxing when I came in. I just wanted to show them how to defend themselves. For some reason, I thought I was going to die. So I thought before I die, I'm going to get them strong, so they don't go through what I went through when I was young. And never thought about boxing, and things just kept going. And now they're world champions, both of them. And in reality, I feel bad sometimes because they didn't have a childhood. All the time they were training to get better for life. And but now that they're world champions, I feel a little bit better. But it was tough. It was hard. And I don't know. Maybe if I would do it again over, I would do it a little bit different.
So we just spoke with Alex, and I asked him about the skill set of David, where they scored and everything, and he said he's a complete fighter, but if he could point something out, that would be his football.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, Alex is a great fighter. He's a very dangerous fighter. We prepare for Alex super extremely hard. He has a lot of talent. He was an Olympian. He was a world champion. He only has one defeat. Everybody thinks about David that he has bad footwork. On this fight, you're going to see the bad work that he has, bad footwork. We've been working a lot. We listen to the people. We hear what people say about his defense, his footwork, and all that. So guess what? We've been focusing on that a lot. We don't take it offensively, but we've been working a lot, and you're going to see a new David with a lot of footwork, and we haven't really had to use it because David's a pressure fighter, but we are going to find somebody that's stronger than him, so we're going to have to use our feet and try to use some angles, and we've been working on that a lot.
Jose, I know this is your first fight at 175, but how do you feel about David being on the pound-for-pound list now? Do you think it should be on there?
I think we still need a lot of work to be done. The only way that we could get that title is by fighting Canelo, but he did not give us the opportunity to prove ourselves. I think Canelo's a hell of a fighter. It will be super hard for somebody to do what Canelo has done in boxing. My respects to his team and his manager and the way that they have done things. He's a very disciplined guy. And but we wanted to fight the best. We won't know until we fight the best where we're at.
You said you would have done it differently. To his question, what would you have done differently?
I would give him more love, because at the end of the day, when you ask me that question, sometimes I couldn't tell my kids I love you because I thought I was going to make them weak, and I wanted them to be animals. I wanted them to be like what they are now, animals. And I probably would have changed that. That's a big thing. I never told them when they were little that I love them. And I think they kept that in their heart. And to this day, sometimes, but now, these days, as many times as I can every day, I tell them how much I love them.
And what about your grandsons? Do you tell them that now, too, all the time?
He told me to train my grandson, and I'm like, no, I don't think I could go through this anymore. I don't think I could do it because to train somebody, you have to have a cold heart. You can't really think about what they're going through. Sometimes they got to bleed, they got to get cuts and get injured. But he's doing it on his own, so I feel real good about that because I don't think I have the heart anymore to put somebody through all that pain.
People say that David has a mean streak in the ring. What do you think about that?
A mean streak, David's a really nice guy outside the ring, but inside the ring, he's an animal.
Where did he get that?
Because what I put him through, when he was young, he was very shy, and I wanted to make him a monster. I wanted to make him tough, and now, all that hate, these guys wanted to kick my ass, to be honest with you, because I would push them to the limits. I push them to everything, I think at one point, they really hated me, but inside I know that they love me. but I just push him so bad. You know, when I look at these movies with the Serena Williams sisters or whatever, Michael Jackson, and all those stories, what they went through the same thing or maybe worse.
So at what age was David when you were putting him through
When he
that?
started walking, he didn't even know how to talk, and I already put him to those big sacrifices and big hard workouts, you know.
That mean streak, at least in the ring, is
Yeah, that's when he takes everything out. I think he becomes, and I know, you know, as soon as he steps inside the ring, he becomes another person that I don't even recognize, you know. And now these days, you know, he's very spiritual. He's connecting with the universe, and he's more into frequencies and more taking his body to another dimension and all that. And that's very, very good. You know, I'm surprised how bad he wants this. You know, he's not a normal fighter. He takes boxing to another different level.
Jose, I know previously, if I'm not mistaken, you said that David has already sparred Bivol in the past. That could be a potential fight, something that you said yesterday to beat the one. We're going to beat the one that beat the one.
Yeah, the reason I said that because, you know, we really want to fight the danger fighters, the people that nobody wants to face. You know, we come from nothing. I didn't even know nothing about boxing. In order to prove ourselves, we got to beat the dangerous fighters. So I think it would be a great fight fighting Bivol. I would love to fight him because he beat Canelo. He beat Zurdo Ramirez. So if we beat the one that beat the one, I think we could get recognized. I think that Bivol did not get the recognition of beating Canelo. Nobody remembers Bivol. But if we beat Bivol, everybody's going to remember that.
How long more do you think he will, not stay, but he's been at 175. He's going to be up to 175. You think he could be able to go back down to 168 if Canelo's probably going to calm him down maybe this year, next year?
Forget about Canelo. Canelo will never call the Mexican monster. He'll try to do whatever. He'll try to get guys like Munguia, like Berlanga, guys that have not been tested, and he knows that he's going to win. He will never mention that. He doesn't even mention David's name because he knows that there's a big possibility he's going to lose to David. He's asking for $200 million. That's ridiculous. I don't think nobody's going to give him that. Maybe 100, 150 maybe, you know, but that's just a lot of money because he doesn't want to face him. Like I say, you know, he's done a lot for the career of boxing. He's a great fighter, but at the end of the day, there's always one guy that you don't want to face.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Until next time.